Ah, your first love. You never forget it. It's always there for you. Mine, the Avenger Titan. Let's get into it. So I've never actually reviewed the Avenger Titan, and I've never actually gone through and talked about what it delivers, pros and cons, whether or not this is a ship you actually want to get when you're pledging. And there's nothing like the Gattac Silulin to just prove the value of the Penguin. So in case you're new to the game or you're just buying in, a lot of people refer to this ship as the Penguin. It's based off the space shuttle. So the design language is going to feel very familiar to you, which I actually think is a big bonus because it's a ship that you just innately understand. When you're first getting into the verse, that's actually a lot more helpful than you think it is. You don't necessarily want to go for the biggest, the best, the coolest, the most different. There's a lot of things about this game that are really complicated, hard, difficult, broken a lot of times. And so just going in and taking something that makes sense can be one of the best choices that you can make in the early game in Star Citizen. Just remove some of the difficulty that you don't need to have in your life. We're going to head down to Hangar 3 and check out this ship. A few things about this. I no longer have it in my inventory because it just did get a little too boring for me. It does a lot of things mediocre, none of them super well, but it does more things mediocre than probably any other ship, certainly in its class. That's what makes it such a good starting ship. Aegis dynamics. Man, I love the imprinted dynamics on the wing. I love the beauty and the design language. Having seen a space shuttle in person several times, because I live by a museum that has one, it really does feel like a space shuttle. Like it's very clear to me that that's what it's based off of, but made to be much more functional and modern, quote unquote, for the future. So, not a big fan of the Mantis on the front, but damage is damage, especially when you're doing like arena commander and you want to do pirates. It's actually kind of nice. Okay, please don't smash me. The door comes out very quickly. You have plenty of space for cargo. You can even fit like a Nox back here, or a hover quad, which is really actually genuinely cool. And I love that it has that functionality. You can bed log, which is just log on and off in a bed. And then you have your cockpit up here. So a couple of things with the cockpit. You can actually just enter in through the cockpit and then come in through your door here. So this is what's meant by like the dual entrance, which is really just handy, if nothing else. Just very helpful. Enter ship. Let's hop down and just check out the... Why are you being such a problem? We're going to check out the weapons differences. Now, keep in mind as you fly this ship that it is a thing of people. Love that. Just like gentle retraction of the wheels. Still think like wheeled landing gear is really weird in this game, but here you go. Go ahead and retract it. That's gonna close in. I really like how it has those nice bump outs for the landing gear. Just, it feels, again, like it's futuristic, but in a very recognizable way. So one thing that I will usually do in this ship, and this is a little annoying to me that you can't just like change the base layout. But one of the first things I'll do is I'll come on here, I'll go to your weapon systems down below. I'll just come here and swap these out. So I'll switch these to 0 and switch that to 1. Now, if this is the ship you use all the time, you can just change it on your joysticks. But I like the primary fire to be those Badgers. I don't know why it's only showing like the one Badger right now, but what it's doing. So So here we are. And then when I want to just scoop up and get the kill, then I'll pump out the mantis. Oh, whoops, I need to reset. I do love the sound of ballistics. Oh my gosh, dude, really? I'm trying to get some beauty roll here. We're ruining everything. Expose its meaty interior. There we go. Okay, now finish off Uncle Douche Nozzle here. Now, dual badgers isn't strong enough to do a whole lot of damage to basically anything, but they work well enough. They're gonna still get the job done. But badgers are relatively weak. It's that size 3 on the nose that really does it for you. I do love that they're wing mounted, so you can just go ahead and activate both of those. Oh, both of those apparently. Oh, there we go. Okay, worst thing about this ship is how sensitive the wings are. Oh, I really gotta work on mine. Pretty good. It's a little broken here. You can see, like, even if you lose the wing, your guns are mounted underneath. And you got that beautiful ballistic cannon just firing. Over there. Your emergency lights are very immersive. I do think that the door is a little too far recessed. What are you gonna do? Good. As you can see, when it takes a beating, it takes a beating. Really got wrecked there. But she's a beauty. You gotta love the lit up Aegis signs. And Aegis is one of my more favorite manufacturers just to listen to every day. How can Misk help you today? Well, for one, you can leave me alone. Okay, so just a couple of thoughts on the Warlock. Number one, it is the coolest variant, but number two, the stock loadout just doesn't make a lot of sense. I really wish they would just change it to being 3 repeaters. Oh no, did I grab a Warlock instead? Ah, dagnabbit. Alright, well, we'll take this one out. No. I don't really want to, like, take it out and then come back and get the other ones, but I think that's going to be the best option at this point. Alright, so you can't walk back between the cockpit and the back anymore. And it doesn't technically come with any cargo space. Now you can still fit stuff in back there. However, you cannot access that cargo space from the front, and it doesn't count as technical cargo space. Now, oh, there's still a door back there. Yes, that's true. You can still access your cabin. And a couple of tricks to this inside of the Avenger Titan. So number one, never exit your ship or your seat from the left side. Instead, you're going to go the right side. You cannot exit the ship from the right side. Only exit it from the left side. So you'll see here it has like electromagnetic danger, high voltage, radioactive materials, blah, blah, blah. Some cheap stickers that they put on there to just say, hey, like, you can't get back into here like you could have before. I've just noticed they have like some accessible components here. I would like to see them actually make these accessible. That would be actually really cool. Oh, did I just forget about that? I don't know. This is all... Let's see. Sealed up. It looks like you can press these, but you can't. And more components. Yeah, I look forward to the gold standard pass for this bad boy. She's a beautiful ship. Deserves some love. Come on, let's boot up. Okay, a couple of things you gotta do when you first stop. So anytime you get into any kind of Avenger Titan, I still redo the guns a little bit. But what you're gonna do here is just shift these all to zeros like they already are, and then move your EMP generator to the 1. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. You have to turn on your EMP generator. You have to do that because it sends your EM rating through the roof. Not a whole lot of look differences between ships until we activate that EMP. No. I just tapped it. I love Omnitskis. I think they actually are like the coolest looking weapon in the game. Some of the like sucker punches look cool too, but I love the look of the engines. I love the afterburner effect. The whole deal is just really superb on a Titan. Oh, it's beautiful quantum juice dust. Oh, look at that beautiful blue trail. Ah, they're both on the same side. We got it deadlocked. Let's just go ahead and try it out, huh? It's a little over. You're gonna start to see the blue bubble swell around us. Just gonna go ahead and pull this. Ooh, you can see it explode there, and the shields are just totally wiped out and knocked down. So you do a lot of damage to shields. But when you do damage to the shields, you're not doing them to the electronic systems. The shields protect the electronic systems. So your EMP pulse is basically rendered nullified. So you can go ahead and release that. You can see these things start floating dead in the water. You can't shoot any weapons. Boom, and you love watching those QDs explode. Or the QEDs, I guess, the quantum entanglement. Maybe it's not actually squeezing off because it's overheating. Normally they'll just sit there, float in their current trajectory and be unable to fire. Looks like we did get it actually to go off. Man, I have never seen a prospector take this much damage. Slightly different decals. Ship otherwise looks the same. Missiles are obviously slightly different for 2 of them. Ooh, cross sections versus infrareds. Big difference here. Smash me and kill me. Instead of cargo space, you are opting for bounty holder bounty pods. So when you take somebody hostage, bring them back in warm, or you can bring them back in cold. But yeah, basically you have 6 different lockers. Obviously, a big issue with these right now is that you can open and close them yourself. I wish that was like actually a lock, so you could actually lock people inside of them. That would be hilarious. But otherwise, you have the full walkthrough on this one, unlike with the EMP. Check, double check, recheck. And we're off. Ship is shaped kind of aerodynamic-ish. Style of the ship. How quantum works around it is cool. Just genuinely love the design. Alright, Art Barnes. We actually get a ship this time. Thought we were gonna have to fight somebody up close in person. Those gimbals. Off right there. Oh, just on a little measly 85X. Raccoon forming Arthur Barnes. Oh, is he still flying? Nah, he was done. I'm pretty sure that was soft death. Alright. Mission accomplished. Noise rocking. He's a beauty. That wraps up my review of this beautiful, amazing starter ship. Ignore the ceiling. Wave off the Cutter Scout. And just spend the 60 bucks on this beauty. Now, granted, this is a different variant of that ship, but you can spend $60 on this one too. And you won't be wrong. Whatever your choice. So I do think getting that cargo for doing cargo runs, specifically like cargo haul runs, is really worthwhile in the beginning. Now you can pick up boxes and take them in this one. It still fits them just fine. Even the Warlock variant, you can still put boxes in it. More than anything, just take this thing planetside. Just try it out. Get a feel for what it's like to fly in Star Citizen. If you got the money, buy a pair of nice joysticks before you upgrade to a more expensive ship. Really feel what the game has to offer to you, because it just really is a serene experience. It can trap you in for 15 minutes of filming video. Just like that. I'm gonna be dead in the water for a second here, but just want you to just kind of see how beautiful Star Citizen. And how responsive the engines on this bad little boy are. I'll take her for a spin. even in challenging conditions. This sexy little penguin's gonna get it. Escon Gaming logging out. Sailing through the stars.